26. And he brought down those from the people of the book who supported the enemy alliance from their own strongholds and cast horror into their hearts. You believers killed some and took others captive. 27. He has also caused you to take over their lands, homes, and wealth, as well as lands you have not yet set foot on, and Allah is most capable of everything. 28. O Prophet, say to your wives, if you desire a life of this world and its luxury, then come, I will give you suitable companion for divorce, and let you go graciously. 29. But if you desire Allah and His messengers and the everlasting home of the hereafter, then surely Allah has prepared a great reward for those of you who do good. 30. O wives of the Prophet, if any of you were to commit a violent misconduct, the punishment would be doubled for her, and that is easy for Allah. 31. And whoever of you devotedly obeys Allah and His Messenger and does good, we will grant her double the reward, and we have prepared for her an honorable provision. 32. O wives of the Prophet, you are not like any other woman. But if you are mindful of Allah, then do not be overtly effeminate in speech with men. Of those with sickness in their hearts may be tempted, but speak in a moderate tone. 33.33. Settle in your homes and do not display yourselves as women did in the days of pre-Islamic ignorance. Establish prayer, pay alms, and obey Allah and His Messenger. Allah only intends to keep the causes of evil away from you and purify you completely. O members of the Prophet's family. 34. Always remember what is decided in your homes of Allah, revelations and prophetic wisdom. Surely Allah is more subtle all ever. 35. Surely for Muslim men and women, believing men and women, devout men and women, truthful men and women, patient men and women, humble men and women, charitable men and women, fasting men and women who guard their chastity, and men and women who remember Allah often. For all of them, Allah has prepared forgiveness and a great reward. 36. It is not for a believing man or woman when Allah and His Messenger decree a matter to have any other choice in the matter. Indeed, whoever disobeys Allah and His Messenger has clearly gone far astray. 37. And remember, O Prophet, when you said to the one of whom Allah has done a favor, and you too have done a favor, keep your wife and fear Allah, while concealing within yourself what Allah is going to reveal. And so you were considering the people, whereas Allah was more worthy of your consideration. So when Jack totally lost interest in keeping his wife, we gave her to you in marriage, and so that there would be no blame on the believers for marrying the ex-wives of their adopted sons after their divorce. And Allah's command is totally binding. 38. There is no blame on the Prophet for doing what Allah has ordered him for him. That has been the way of Allah and those prophets who had gone before. But Allah's command has firmly decreed. 39. This is his way with those prophets who deliver the messages of Allah and consider him but none but Allah. And sufficient is Allah as a vigilant reckoner. 40. Muhammad is not the father of any of your men, but is the messenger of Allah and seal of the prophets, and Allah has perfect knowledge of all things. 41. O believers, always remember Allah often. 42. And glorify Him morning and evening. 43. He is the one who showers his blessings upon you, and his angels pray for you, so that he may bring you out of darkness into light, for he is ever merciful to the believers. 44. Their greeting on the day they met him will be peace, and he has prepared for them an honorable reward. 45. O Prophet, we have sent you as a witness and a deliverer of good news and a warner. 46. And a caller to the way of Allah by His command and a beacon of light. 47. Give good news to the believers that they will have a great bounty from Allah. 48. Do not yield to the disbelievers and the hypocrites. Overlook their annoyance and put your trust in Allah, for Allah is sufficient as a trustee of affairs. 49. O believers, if you marry believing women and then divorce them before you touch them, they will have no waiting period for you to count. So give them a suitable compensation and let them go graciously. O Prophet, we have made lawful for you your wives to whom you have paid their full dowries, as well as those bondwomen in your possession whom Allah has granted you. And you are allowed to marry the daughters of your paternal uncles and aunts, and the daughters of your maternal uncle and aunts who has emigrated like you. Also, allowed for marriage is a believing woman who offers herself to the Prophet without dowry, if he is interested in marrying her. This is exclusively for you, not for the rest of the believers. We know well that the rulings we have ordained for the believers in relation to their wives and those bondwomen in their possession As such, there would be no blame on you, and Allah is all forgiving, most merciful.